Mhm.
All right. Good Sunday evening, everybody. We got a panel full here already, so hope everybody's having a great weekend. Hope you had a great week. Hope we're gonna have another great week coming up. But we got Daryl here. We got Cajun here. How you guys doing this evening?
Oh, doing good.
Awesome.
C'est bon,
We got
c'est bon.
we got Lisa Ann in the chat so far. So everybody else must be out enjoying the beautiful weather. That's the only thing I can think. But um, I got out for a little bit today, but yesterday and today, I was in the house a lot, getting things cleaned up and organized since I was sick and shit. So, yeah.
Hey, Ben and Uncle Mark.
Hi,
Hey,
Ben. Hi,
Mark.
Mark.
What's up, cousin? Ben?
Spent a little quality time with monkey business today. Uh, Basically, just sat and stared at it, but, you know. Hey, John, how you doing today?
Hey,
Thank you for
John.
stopping in. But,
Hey, John.
yeah, I think things are
Tom.
getting interesting, I guess, with that steering and shit. So, hey, Willie. Hey, Tommy. Quick Wrench, how you doing? So,
Hey, quick
yeah,
wrench. Tommy. Willie.
I think the next video I put out is going to be on Rewired Plan B because I had to order a few things for monkey business to get it going. So, uh, there ain't no sense in putting out just a little chunk of video. Might as well do something. I need to get Plan B ready for the season. At least I know it'll run. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Uncle Mark said 12 inches of snow. Y'all can keep that.
Yeah. There's Briggs.
There's
Hey, Briggs.
hey, Rick.
Yeah,
But
it's like 59 degrees here still. So
I think California, they said they got 12 foot of snow
Yeah, I was fixing to
up
mention that. At
up
12
in,
inches, that's 12 foot in California.
up in the mountains of California. I mean,
Yeah, man, that's a lot.
12 inches in the forecast. Okay. We had some rain here. Was it Friday evening and Saturday morning?
We had rain
yeah,
for 3 days. Not long ago. It's not much, just a little bit. Enough to where you can tell it rained and filled up a couple of lakes in my front yard.
When we got the
Uh,
LeBlancs Friday night, they had a lot of water in the road, so they must have had a good rain over there in Cancun.
yeah.
Yeah, south of us, about 2 hours or so, 2.5 hours south of me. They had some pretty good. They had some tornadoes and stuff come through earlier in the week.
Oh, yeah, that's that same system that y'all got that we had got down here earlier.
yeah.
I had
Scott
seen
said,
old Ryan Hall, y'all, on YouTube. He was predicting tornadoes up in that area. I'm like, oh boy, they don't need no more of them.
No.
no. Scott said he got his Suzuki running.
That'll work. Yeah, me and Scott was on the phone earlier talking about the car.
Yeah.
That Suzuki, the SX4. He's donating to Boudreaux and Missy.
Awesome.
Couple of things he's going to get done on it. He's got to get a lien release on the title.
Yeah.
Somebody had the bank that had it closed down or something. Somebody bought him out, so he's got to do some investigating. But as soon as that's up and running, I'll get a car hauler up there to pick it up.
Well, that's awesome. Under that rough exterior, Scott is pretty nice guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Willie, over in PA, you guys getting rain and stuff this time of year is highly unusual. But I myself, I'll take the rain. Uh, I just don't. I don't like the snow anymore. No.
You outgrew it.
Mm-hmm. I'm over it.
When it snows down here, yeah, people get excited because it doesn't happen often.
Right.
Missy, she'll go out there and build a snowman in a heartbeat. Now that I can tolerate the cold weather, you know, I wouldn't mind the snow now.
Well, I guess if I didn't have to get up at like 3:30 in the morning and go in and clean off sidewalks and stuff like that, I probably wouldn't mind the snow. I'm over that, you know. I guess what I really miss is our old crew that didn't tear equipment up, you know, every time they took it out. You know, we could go, you know, half a year without breaking something, just do PM maintenance on the stuff. You know, it seems like now, just about every time we take something, you know, the crew takes something out now, they break something. Awesome. I'm gonna probably in another month. I am gonna rip that bed off my old truck and put a flatbed on it. It's getting pretty Swiss cheesy, and I think I need to put another fuel pump in it. Driving around town and stuff, you know, short hops, you know, half hour or whatever, no issue. If I go a long distance, like drive 45 minutes or so, continuous, it acts like overgear shifting in and out, but it doesn't. If it was something in the transmission doing that, it would be doing it all the time, not just after a long period of heat soak. I think what's happening is I think the fuel pump's starting to fail again, and it runs fine as long as I keep it up in a high RPM, like kick it into passing gear. But if I let it go into overdrive, it acts like it's not getting enough fuel and it like chugs, you know. So, but when I replaced the fuel pump in that thing 2 years ago or 3 years ago, I put like the cheapest one I could find in it because basically I didn't plan on having the truck that long.
Yeah. Well, what year did you say that was, Ed? It was 99.
That's a 99, yeah.
I know the 91 out here. I don't know what it is, but it's the daggum distributor cap and rotor for a reason why mine will get to where it won't crank. I mean, this just spin.
Well, this one doesn't have a problem starting running. You know, like I said, driving back and forth to work. I can run over to Canton or whatever, half hour away or so. Drive there and back. It's only after a long drive, like, you know, continuous. Let me see. Yes and no. The tachometer doesn't chug up, and you can't see it chugging up and down. It's just like it's cutting in and out, almost like it's trying to shift gears. But I put the scan tool on it when it was doing it, and it's not shifting gears. It's definitely a fuel issue. When the original fuel pump went out and it was doing the same thing. As long as I kept the RPMs up on it, it would stay running. But as soon as it, you know, like kind of got down to, you know, cruising 1200 RPM or whatever, it would want to cut out. And if I come to a dead stop where it dropped down, it would shut off completely, pull off to the side of the road, wait a couple seconds, fire it right back up, and it would run again. So I just haven't put a fuel pressure gauge on it and ran it to see if it's cutting in and out like that. Luckily, one of the guys at work, he ordered I can't remember what brand it is now, fuel pump off eBay. And on those years trucks, there's either a 1 plug or a 2 plug. Mine's a 2-plug, but when he ordered his, he ordered the 2-plug because that's what he thought his was. It got there. His is a 1-plug, so he called the company, wanted to return it, and they said, "Don't worry about returning it. We'll just send you another one." So they sent him another one, and he's got it in a box at home. So he said, "If you want it, you can have it." So I'm going to get that, and when I change beds, I'm going to change fuel pumps too. That's not a clogged fuel filter, Mater. When I had that tank issue, I put a brand new fuel filter and everything on it. When I did that, when the straps and stuff broke, and I had to put that new tank and stuff on. So, and it was doing it before the tank fell. So,
Look at Mr. Briggs there. I'm trying to act like he reads. He's actually reading something. I mean, it must have a bunch of pictures in it or something. I mean,
Right there, Mr. Darrell. No, I'm actually looking up the gear ratios for that damn Suzuki out there, just out of curiosity. It's out there blowing white moisture smoke down the driveway. You can't even see it. It looks like a fog. It hasn't been started since last November. So I'm sure you imagine what's coming out the tailpipe of that car.
A lot of moisture.
William, the truck shifts perfectly fine. Like I said, I had it on the scan tool. You could see it going through all the gears just fine. You know, upshift, downshift. You know, no issues with the shifting. That's because like I said, I thought maybe it was like an overdrive going out after the transmission got hot. You know, seals and stuff open up and whatever. But no, it's not in the transmission. So it's definitely got a fuel delivery issue. The bad part about it is on those trucks, the scanner doesn't read fuel pressure. So there's no fuel pressure. There's fuel pressure regulator, but there's no fuel pressure sensor. The new ones have it. Old ones, those ones don't. So I'll just like I said,
might be your ground just rusted up there, Ed.
Could be, definitely. But like I said, the tank's easy to get to, and I know I can get the fuel pump out of it because when I switched tanks, I switched fuel pumps.
Yeah, there was a mouse nest in the back. There was a mouse nest inside the muffler cage, and so when it started up, I think I killed a family of mice.
Sorry about that,
About
y'all. I sneezed.
5 of them came running out.
Evicted them. Smoked them out.
They came out on 2 of them were on fire, so I think I was a bad man. I'm glad I started it. They're probably, if they get in the catalytic converter, that'd be a bad day.
Nah, could get a good payday out of it.
Why is that?
Cut the catalytic converter out.
Nah. That car wouldn't run right with a catalytic converter cut out, even though they don't have emissions. I'm just, like I said before in the text, I'm surprised Cajun wants it because not many people know how to want standard shift, even if they know how to drive it.
Standard. That's good fuel economy there.
Hi, Boneyard.
What's up, Boneyard?
Yeah,
I know it's
would,
good fuel economy.
I wouldn't mind a standard shift, except for, I mean, if I don't mind. Let's put this right. I don't mind standard shift if I'm driving long distances, but like driving back and forth to work and stuff, there's way too many stoplights and stop signs and everything. So
yeah, I look at it this way:
a 6-speed forward speed 6 gear, so it takes a while to get to 6 gear. It'll never get in 6 gear in town here.
Yes, it
probably.
will. You got it will. You could I put that in 6 gear going 30 miles an hour. It gets off when
really?
you put it.
Okay.
Oh yes. The only time you drop it down a gear is when you are going uphill.
Yeah.
I
Speed
full
limit
wave
in town is 35 and some 45. When you get out to the outskirts of town, it's 45.
Hi, Quick Wrench. Quick Wrench said he had a live possum in an engine bay.
Comes hood and there he was. Dang.
But Cajun, You could vouch for when I say fluid film works. You saw the body of that car. Did you see any rust?
No, but I seen some rust on that Dakota.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't rust. That piece of the frame missing, the main frame.
Yep. I didn't know it was that bad. I really didn't know it was that bad. But that just goes to show that what fluid film does. That Suzuki, considering it's 2011, is in really good shape.
That Renegade.
Hey, Renegade, how you doing? Willie said he got sandblasted by a bunch of mouse seed in a friend's motorcycle exhaust. I've seen that happen. Matter of fact, monkey business. When I used to live, not this house, the old house. When I was pulling on a regular basis, every spring, I'd have to pull the air blower housing off the flywheel and clean out the mouse nest, because if not, I'd chew up mice. For some reason, they love to get in that blower housing. That was the only one they would get in, just that one. So, yeah, I'd have to pull that blower housing off every spring and clean it all out. Couldn't figure out how they were getting in. I thought I had all the big holes that they could get in plugged off, but they were still getting in there somehow. So,
I had 98 Chevrolet Blue Blazer, and I stopped. I didn't have time to change the oil, so I just stopped at one of the quick lube places. And the guy come out there and he said, "I don't know how this happened, but I don't know why. I looked around, I ain't seen no hole nowhere, but in the air box, they had started storing, or the squirrels had started storing their nuts under the filter. So the air, so the filter didn't have no hole in it or anything else, but it was this wonder it didn't get up in the intake of that something and really mess something up. But
I've seen that on my Dodge, but mice building a nest under the air cleaner from the air intake side, the fresh air intake side.
Yeah, it was all. It was. I mean, it was. It had to have been squirrels, because everything that was in there was nuts. I mean, acorns, nuts, and stuff like that.
Yeah, plug holes with steel wool. Yeah, I've heard that. They don't. Squirrels don't like that either. So, but well, when I went back to work Monday, since I was off all the week before, I found out that where we park our flatbed roll-off truck, it's a 68 Chevy C10 rollback. It was rebuilt in the early 80s or mid 80s. Beautiful truck, all undercoated. I mean, thing's awesome. But there was a bunch of leaves and weeds and stuff like that had gotten piled up at the back of the truck. Somehow that caught on fire over the weekend and kind of burned up a bunch of wiring, the throttle control, scorched the dual wheels on the back driver's side, possibly got the back brake line on the driver's side, the rubber line. So there's going to be a lot of work being done on that thing. Brakes fan holes under the curb. Pulling. Yeah. Yep. Kicking the junk out. Yep. Hey, Kevin, how you doing?
Hey, Kevin.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a big indoor pool this weekend just south of me. About 3 hours south of me. I thought about going down Saturday, but the rainy, nasty conditions and stuff, I'm like, nah. I don't feel like going out and that kind of stuff. And plus, I had too much here to do. So, one of these years, I'll be able to go and actually compete in one of those competitions. But as of right now, nah.
What do you got? Competing what? indoor pole.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. The National Garden Tractor Pullers Association has a bunch of indoor pools in the wintertime. So, and they're all over this part of the country, not just Ohio.
Hey, Rail.
Hi, Rail. How you
Hey,
doing?
Ray.
So, but yeah, I don't have anything that'll compete on that level right now. The engine I was putting together for Mark, that engine was being built for on that. So, hey, okay, Willie, you have a good evening, buddy. I appreciate you stopping in and hanging out with us for a little bit. But yeah, I'll have something one day, maybe. But yeah, I had to buy some pieces, parts for monkey business. I bought some 45-degree pipes for the exhaust, little stainless steel ones. I got those through Summit. A few other things. Bought a new tool. It'll be here Friday, so hopefully we might get a video on that too. So.
Boy, Rick. What's up, buddy? Some
Yeah.
pigeons.
Full wave wrecked. I've seen bats actually do that too. Bats will get in the air conditioning and HVAC and all that stuff. Bats.
Wow.
All right, Quick Rich. Have a good dinner, buddy. Appreciate it.
That's a good quick wrench.
The house across the street from where I work at, it's been empty for like 3 years now. It has lead paint in it. Well, lead paint and asbestos, supposedly. But the squirrels had got up in the eaves. There was 5 squirrels I'd watch going in and out, just playing in the trees and stuff all winter long there. Well, they finally sold the houses, and the siding contractor come to put all the soffit back up in. And before he went up on the ladder, I told him, hey dude, be careful. I said, there's 5 squirrels living up in that attic area. He's like, oh, really? I'm like, yeah. So he got this long stick with a hook. He said, this is precisely why I have this. Climbed up his ladder. I mean, this thing was like 15 feet long. He climbed up there and started pulling them pieces out. And here comes all these nuts and everything else falling down out of it. He's like, man, he said, I'm glad you told me about that. He goes, I've had squirrels fall on me while I'm up on this aluminum ladder. He said, nothing I want to do again. So,
Yeah, it caused you to fall off the ladder.
right. Hey, Mark, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for stopping in.
Hey, Mark.
There you go, KJ. It's got a little more than I thought. 78,495.
It's still low.
Oh yeah.
She's running.
Anything with under 100,000 is good mileage.
It's running. Can you hear it?
Oh yeah. I heard when you wrapped it up to about $7,000 there on the RPM.
It's fine. It didn't hit the rev limiter.
The engine got 150 horsepower in it.
Hey, it's not in bad shape for its age. Yeah, it's still blowing smoke. Look at the smoke coming out of that damn thing.
It's probably got a lot of moisture in the exhaust burning out of that muffler and the catalytic converter.
That and gas from 2019 in it.
Yeah. So, but
yeah, your gas loses so much octane per month, so it's probably not burning real hot like fresh gas would. So it's.
Hey, I think it runs pretty damn good for. I think it sounds pretty damn good for not. Let's see. April of 2019.
Yeah. 5 years.
I mean, I've driven up and down the street, but the gas is almost out. But it's running.
Yeah, put some Lucas in there and some fresh fuel. Should be fine.
But you see what I'm talking about, Cajun, with the radio?
Oh yeah.
But it works.
Full wave.
15 squirrel power. Vroom, vroom.
Hey, this little car's got a lot of pep.
That's a sauce.
Oh, 15 squirrels? Yeah, Missy make a nice gravy with that. That'll feed a lot of people.
Man, I wish I could get
per person. Yeah, about 25 people.
I wish I could get rid of this cough. That sucker's still hanging on. Hey, 710. What's happening?
710. What's up?
But yeah, I'm actually kind of looking forward to pulling season this year, especially getting monkey business back out. Get back to the the stock class.
Hey. I've seen them air quotation marks.
Everybody complains, well, it's not stock. It's not stock. As soon as you pull the mower deck off one of them, they're not stock no more. So, where do you set the stop mark of stock?
On the engine. Yeah.
I mean, they let you change gears in the transmission, everything else. If you really want to run a true stock class, you have to call it off the lawn, and the only thing you'll be allowed to do to it is pull the mower deck off. You have to run the factory tires or factory size tires, and go with it at that. Whatever hitch height the come from factory, no adjustable hitches, no moving the hitch up or down, whatever. That to me would be a stock class. All these stock classes are technically a hot stock. Everybody's done something to them, ported them, polished them, shaved the head down a little bit, whatever, done a little tweaking to the carburetor, put a little bigger carburetor on it, whatever. There's nothing stock left to them. So. So yeah. That's why I always say stock class, Because stock, that tractor there come with a 16 horse on it, not an 18 horse. So, are all the internals and everything in the tractor still stock size? Yes. It's actually still a stock bore. It hasn't even been bored oversized. It has been ported and polished. Yes. Has the head been shaved down? No, because those engines don't like the head to be shaved down on them. They actually run worse when you put too much compression to them. So, yeah. So, and she definitely ain't stock now that I put that Cub Cadet rear end in it. So,
no,
whatever. Briggs is working on his Suzuki. Suzuki. Suzuki.
No, Cajun Suzuki. As soon as I get a clear title.
It's still yours, though. Right now, it's still yours.
Yeah.
See, Cajun? There's the timing chain. You see how clean that is inside that motor?
Hang on. There we go. Yeah, that looks cleaner than some of the new ones.
Yeah, Brick said that thing, all the engines ever seen is, and it says in the owner's manual, he says that synthetic oil only.
Like chain.
Timing chain.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, it's an internal timing chain, but that's pretty damn clean inside for a motor.
Can you get your fingers in there and move it, see how much slack is in there?
Actually, you can.
Can you? Oh, okay.
Oh, that's tight as a goose.
Well, that's good.
Nice. There's no carbon in it at all. Look at how clean inside. I don't know if you can see in there, but it's clean.
So
But
Damn
Johnny
thing.
went to Walmart a couple of days ago and he picked up this.
hang on a second. Let me get you over
It's
here.
a heart. It's a heart socket set. And let me get this out because it'll fall out. These won't fall out though. Standard
Nice.
and metric. 4 to
Nice.
15, 5/32 to 9/16. Usually a quarter socket set doesn't come with the 9/16
Right.
and the 15. And sometimes you can't find a half, but it come with the extension and these don't fall out. You got to pull them
That's
out.
awesome. That's awesome.
$20. Yeah, he's gonna keep that in his Jeep, once he gets it running and stuff. But
Wow.
he's got a
That thing
couple of
must-
sets of tools for his Jeep.
That's a nice set.
Yeah, for
Yeah, it
$20,
is.
that ain't bad. He's
No.
been for like since Hart came on the market at Walmart. He bought a 3/8 ratchet to see what how it can handle, and he done took the heads off his truck. He's got the head almost off of the Jeep, the intake's off, and all that. All he's got to do. So that ratchet has been taking a good beating for a while.
Yeah. Mater even says there's a local dirt track down there that has a stock car class. There's nothing stock about them. There's actually a dirt track up north of me here that has a. I think they call it a stock class, but the cars do have to be off the road. You take the windows out, you can take the interior out. That's it. You can't take, you can, well, I guess they can change if it's a front wheel drive car, you can change the front wheels, the back wheels, if it's a rear wheel drive, but everything else has to be factory stock in the stock location. And they're hilarious to watch. I mean, they do good, but I mean, it's super interesting. I like watching them, and they did it to get more participation in the races. They run midgets there, run the midget wing cars and stuff, dirt track cars, and they at one point in time, a couple years ago, right before the pandemic, there was actually more of those street cars than the midgets running at one point in time. I haven't been up there since the pandemic, but I knew a couple guys local that used to run up there. They'd run like Hondas or the smaller cars classes.
Hondas, Toyotas,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
I haven't been to Ollie's in a long time. I need to go back again. That's actually where I bought my Coconut Shell motorcycle helmet. I was supposed to go to a tractor pull at a different club years back. It's been 15 years ago. And I didn't read the rules good enough. All classes had to have a helmet. Well, at that time, I was running a stock class, and we didn't have to have helmets. So I was running all the place trying to find a helmet, that would fit my big old melon. And somebody told me go in there. They seen that they had the Coconut Shell ones, and I went in and I bought the last one in my size that they had. It was like $15, but it was a DOT motorcycle helmet. So, and you were allowed to wear the coconut, and I wore that thing for years. The only reason I went to a full face helmet is because of the alcohol, blowing back in your face and stuff, and burning your eyes and stuff. But I still got it somewhere. I think it's. I actually think it's in the back seat of my truck. But yeah, I wore that one for years.
Oh yeah, I like that helmet. That one coconut helmet you got on your video. That's fun.
Yeah.
I got the AC on, Cage, and it's blowing ice cold.
That works.
Well,
You should be happy.
Well, a lot of times last year, I forgot to put my visor down. Realized it halfway down the track. Hey Jeff, how you doing, buddy?
Jeff, we done started 34 minutes ago, 35 minutes ago.
What's
Uh,
up,
we were-
Jeff?
We were just getting warmed up, waiting for Jeff.
Yeah.
Missy say, "Yeah, I'm happy. Thank you, Briggs." When she heard that air conditioner, she spoke up. Well, she's been busy cooking too.
Yeah.
She's cooking a pork stew with potatoes, carrots, veggies, all that good stuff.
There's something that you don't see too often, Cajun. A used car with the original owner's manual. Still in the glove box.
There's Nate, the legend. How you doing,
There
bud?
he is. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. Nate is in the house.
The man from the land of perpetual nice weather.
90% of the time, or 95% of the time.
Heck yeah.
Sometimes they get a little frost down there, frostbite.
Yeah, but
That's
that's
rare.
that's so few and far between, man.
Yeah, but they still got the burn barrels for the orchards.
Mhm.
They still got the burn barrels. They got to break out once every 8 years, 10 years to keep them orange trees warm.
They have a crew control on the.
Yeah, they got it. Pretty sure.
My buddy had one of them things. I don't know where he got it at. That thing's put off some heat, man.
Yeah.
Well, 55-gallon drum full of wood. Oh yeah.
Oh no, his was like it looked like one of the old galvanized wash tubs, and it had a lid that went on it, then a chimney that kind of went up with a little chimney off to the side. And that thing, it was probably 8-9 feet tall. It would shoot flames out. It would shoot flames out the top.
And that was.
So you're talking about like a big old galvanized wash tub?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. We use those for rinsing crawfish down here.
Well, like I said, this thing had it looked like a lid that went on it, and it had probably a 6-inch pipe or so that come off of it and went up. And then up the side, it had like a 3-inch pipe that come up about halfway and go into that stack, and had a little thing on the side. You could adjust how much air went in. And we have parties in the fall and the spring. He'd break that thing out. You couldn't get. I mean, if he had it going good with the flames coming out the top, you couldn't get within 10 feet of that thing.
Damn.
My dad told me years ago they went camping. They had a 55-gallon drum. They were having trouble with getting fire in it. So he said, "I'll fix that." He got a 22 rifle and shot some holes in the bottom of it. That fixed it up.
Bent holes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Lucky up there when he was doing the tree farm or the Christmas tree thing, he had a 55-gallon drum, but he had a truck rim on top of it to capture the heat. He'd get that thing cooking good.
Cherry red too.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Jeff. He would burn diesel fuel in his, but yeah, the old kerosene smudge pot things.
Smudge pots, yeah.
Oh, I remember the smudge pots well.
Yep. And my dad for a long time.
Did y'all have one in the old shop?
We might have. Boy, I used to love to see them burning on the side of the road at night.
Yeah, the little cannonball, looking like ones. My dad had some of those.
Cannonball looking ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's telling the age back then. They didn't have the flashing yellow lights on them road closed signs. They'd have them smudge pots.
Yeah, I remember those.
Then when they come out with the battery powered lights, they did away with all that.
Yeah. I bet you if I were on my dad's, they're probably still in his barn somewhere.
Dang.
Oh yeah.
The wife would be, "Oh, look, the pretty little fires on the side of the road." The husband looking at him, "Yeah, look at them pretty things." All of a sudden, they crash into a open bridge.
I think Dad put a couple holes in them because he knew us boys would be trying to light them suckers off.
Why does
Same
that
way.
surprise me?
Well, the same way as a couple old blowtorches he had around from like when he was young. He took the orifices out of them, so we couldn't put fuel in them to try to fire them off. Because he just knew the way we were. You're talking to a guy that taught himself how to, oxyacetylene weld at like 12 years old with coat hanger. Just because I see my brother using it to braze with, and I wasn't allowed using the brazing wire, so he gave me coat hanger and said, "Here, go at it." So. Daryl's not grumpy.
What?
Hi, Missy. He's
I ain't-
observing.
I'm doing good there, Jeff. I'm just being quiet and letting everybody do the talking.
He's trying to be quiet so the dog don't attack him.
Yeah.
Get her riled up.
Yeah, she's down here chewing on a damn blanket, and I try to take it away from her, and I can't get it away from her.
Yeah, last week a friend of mine tried to get me to take a dog. Not yet.
No, I just think I've had some problems this week there, Jeff. I just ain't all here. So
He's just tired.
Wow.
Little woman's been keeping. Woman's been keeping him up.
she's been sleeping too.
I actually took a nap today, unprovoked nap or unscheduled nap. I come in the house after it was about 2:00. Decided to get something to eat. Sat down, ate, turned the TV on. Well, turned the TV on while I was eating. Got done eating and smoked a cigarette. Sat there for a couple seconds watching the TV. Next thing I know, it's like 45 minutes later, and I'm like, wow. So I got up and finished doing what I was doing. Can't be sleeping all day. But even though I'd like to sometimes. Yes, Renegade. Briggs is giving Missy and Cajun a Suzuki. I don't remember what year.
2011.
2011. There you go.
Suzuki SX4.
SX4. Is it SX or XS?
SX4.
That's what I thought. Yeah, it is awesome. We better go to town and get groceries and bring our mama to the doctor. Her mom had to ride. She didn't wait. No, they canceled that on her. A bus ride, the doctor bus ride. They canceled that on her. So her mom had to make another appointment. And because she was the only one to pick up, so they canceled. I didn't know they could do that.
Yeah. Lisa said she did laundry today. I should have done laundry today, Lisa, but I forgot. I've still got 2 work shirts left, so I'll pike them home from work tomorrow night and throw it in the washing machine. And while I'm out in the garage, let it wash, and then when I get done, come in, throw it in the dryer, and I'll have clean stuff for the rest of the week. I just thought about that when I sat down here at the computer to come on live. I'm like, oh, you didn't throw any shirts or anything in the washing machine for work. So I hurried up, ran, and looked. I got 2 left. So
Yeah, I'm the only thing I notice about this car right now, it's got a rattle, and I bet you can guess what the rattle is. It's the catalytic converter heat shield, which is quite common.
yeah, very, very common. And I did order my glasses for the Eclipse next month.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that converter on the same side that car was wrecked?
I don't know. It's been I don't know. I've never been under. I don't pay
I'm pretty
attention.
sure it is. I'm pretty sure it's on the passenger side. Usually they are.
There you go. There you go, Cajun. I even got the original window sticker in this day for this thing. Let's see.
Dang.
22 miles gallon city, 33 highway.
Seems like it'd be more than that with that the way it's set up.
Yep, there it is. 150 horsepower. It's 6,200. It's got 16 valves on it. It ain't no slouch.
Yeah. You got cruise control on it?
Nope, that's the only thing this is the base.
Base model?
Yep. There's what it was, brand new.
Wait. Harold, what are you doing in New York City? You're too far north, Harold.
What's up, Harold?
15,000.
Nate, negative on that. Ain't nobody want to see this walking around naked.
What's up, Kane?
Not bad. The original window sticker.
Exactly, Jeff. I mean, nobody needs to see that. I don't even have a mirror I can see myself in like that. I can see from like my beard up.
Yeah, 78,495. That ain't broken in.
Kane, it's a Suzuki. Suzuki.
Yeah, Suzuki.
Good deal, Harold.
Ooh, awesome. Carnegie Hall.
Well, that means she was practicing and practicing and practicing, because that's how you get to Carnegie Hall. Practice, practice, practice.
Very proud. I bet he's a very proud daddy. So
Got a young lady with a big box viola case in her hand. She asked this old man on the bench, "How do I get to Carnegie Hall?" He said, "My dear, practice, practice, practice." Well, what he didn't know is she already practiced, and she had a gig at Carnegie Hall, and she wanted to know the directions.
since she was 6 years old. Yeah.
That's a lot of practice.
That is a lot of practice, but hey.
What instrument? Violin, cello, viola. All right, Ben's wondering the same thing. He was typing that as I was saying it. Percussion,
Speed metal bass.
wind.
Man,
Violin. Yeah, first thought.
that's a fancy fiddle.
Yeah, high class fiddle. Get her down here in Cajun country. We're gonna corrupt her.
I was just thinking that.
Wait a minute. How did that go? Dump. She says, "All right, yeah, I make more money playing Cajun music than I can at Carnegie Hall."
Jeff wants to know if you want to go to Dairy Queen this week, Jeff or Daryl.
No,
It opens up. See, my Dairy Queen's open 365 days a year, so.
Breaking out the pins. Got 2 of them ready.
that's kind of what my problem is. I took too much of this junk last night, and I woke up and I was down in the low 50s.
Oof.
I almost overdone it.
Yeah. If you're down in the 50s, you're bombing out.
Hangover.
Oh, Ben says he plays the violin too. I don't play any instruments.
Yeah, said bring 2 of them from me.
I started to learn how to play the slide trombone in grade school, but it never took. So I wanted to play the drums, but Mom and Dad said no.
My buddy Kevin Bro, we took band together, beginners band in junior high.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and they put him on trombone. He was a little heavier. I was on the French horn, and I wanted the trumpet, but they had a couple of guys in there that had their own trumpets, and they could play a little bit. So I got on the French horn, and then when I got to high school, they put me on the F trumpet, which is marching. So you don't march with a French horn. That's a concert sit-down type instrument. So if you're marching and you play the French horn, you switch to the F trumpet, which everything's different on the valves.
Nate, I hope hopefully that's a private concert she plays at. And Renegade says he can barely play the radio. Same here. Same here.
Oh, and then big I forget his name, Neil something. I think it was Neil. He was a big old boy. They put him on the tuba. He had a lot of air.
Hey, Backwoods.
Hey, Backwoods.
Yeah, I was more the triangle type, But
yeah, there's a lot of them down here in South Louisiana now. Johnny's got one.
They didn't offer that as a option though.
It's a percussion instrument down here. When you don't have the drums, that's what keeps you time.
Well, I offered to play the cowbell too, and they, because everything needs more cowbell.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just like the band Head East, don't you think about me? And that song, all cowbell, just about whole song cowbell. We got the cowbell added in.
Yeah, see, not
Paulie Nichols. He's a drummer for different bands, and when that song comes up, that's one on their repertoire. He's got the cowbell.
Now Jeff's got me thinking about a milkshake.
Well, you had to go run down the road there, Ed.
Nope, that's not on my diet. I did find I found 0 carb and low carb tortilla shells. I got the low carb ones because the 0 carb ones were about that big around, and I couldn't use them for what I wanted to make. So they do make bigger ones. They were just out of them. So yes, Jeff deserves a nice big milkshake.
Well, we don't actually have a Dairy Queen anymore. We got the Sonic, but damn, you liable to have to pay $10 for it.
Oh, we've got like 4 different ice cream places. There's one that's north of me, and they're only open during the summer. They've got the best ice cream. It is truly all homemade ice cream. Oh
wow!
And it's about a 40-minute drive away from here. Every once in a blue moon, if I just want to go for a drive in the evening on a weekend, I'll drive up there and get me a nice big double chocolate milkshake.
Yeah, Kane, they've been doing that in truck stops for a good long while.
That's precisely why mine's open year round, is because they serve burgers and fries and hot dogs and all kinds of stuff. It's not just the dairy, just not the milkshakes and stuff.
So Ed, I got a question for you. Tomorrow I'm probably going to be buying a 2022 Chevy Silverado. V8. Now is that I ain't sure, is that I couldn't find the engine size, but is that usually the 5.3 in those?
Yes, more than likely it's going to be.
Yeah.
22.
Now is that going to be the one where it shuts off cylinders?
Yes, sir.
Is it?
Okay.
I thought they don't make that one no more.
Yes, they still do. In 2022, they did.
Oh, they do. Okay.
Okay. Now what can I do to get rid of that? Because I hear they're a pain in the butt.
There's a way to shut it off through the computer, but to do it properly, you have to do a cam and lifter change and rocker change.
I don't care about that. The thing's got 14,000 miles on. I don't want it to burn up at 50,000, which I hear horror stories on.
Well, I got 70-some thousand miles on one that's got that engine shut down stuff on, or that cylinder shut down on.
Yeah, they're right there. Wayne said, you can have it done at the dealership, or you can buy the thing that plugs into the OBDI that will bypass it.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, but the only true good way to do it, to get rid of all that stuff so it'll never do it again, is you gotta change the cam lifters and I think the rockers.
And how much something like that cost?
Oh, I don't know. I've just heard people talking about it.
Well, don't you have to pull the heads or the intake? I mean, to change the lifters.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not worried about why it's under warranty, but I'm thinking like after the warranty's over, get rid of it because why it's under warranty. If it
Right.
blows up, they're gonna fix it.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know,
Well,
Cajun,
like-
I'm going through
couple grand to do that work at a shop.
Yeah.
I can't find it in the owner's manual, but I remember my dealer telling me run synthetic oil in these things because they
Mhm.
but you can run
Yep.
whatever you want it, but it does say 5W30. I personally, this thing's had synthetic since it did its break in.
Well,
I wouldn't put it, it'd be stupid to try and switch it.
actually, Briggs, that if it's got the valve cutouts, you got to have 020, 0W20.
No, I'm talking in the Suzuki, I would put in 5W30. The synthetic. I mean, I was telling Cajun, I couldn't remember if it was in the book. I just looked through the owner's manual. But it ain't it. I couldn't find it, but I know it says 5W30, but the dealer told me that they had a lot of problems with these when people didn't run synthetic oil in these engines. I don't know if Ed's ever heard of that, but
Yeah, and like Wayne said, when you shut that option off on those engines, you only lose about 2 miles to the gallon, which, you know, if you were running long haul on the highway and stuff, you would probably, notice a bigger difference. But around town, you're not going to notice a difference.
well, I'm not worried. Time to see if this bad boy will move. Let's see if it'll move.
But yeah, I was contemplating trying to find a new vehicle this spring, but I think I'm going to hold off. Spend the money on other things. I really like to. I'd really like to get the my other V-twin engine build going, but that's
Well, they can't.
Yep, it moves.
Well, they can't give away them damn electric cars that did. Go ahead and buy you an electric truck. One of them plug-in trucks.
No.
They
No.
can't give them damn things away.
I barely like electric golf carts, let alone an electric car.
Had a little 14-year-old driving an electric car, and something happened with the car. It got out away from her, whatever. I don't know if it was a self-driver or what, but something happened and it hit a light pole, a wooden, telephone pole, and then the car caught on fire. She got out, the driver got out, but the 16-year-old didn't get out. Her friend, and she burned to death.
Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Now, I was cruising Marketplace today, and I did see a sand buggy for $800. I was really considering that. That would be fun for the summer.
I'll make you pull her out of that, Ed.
Now that would be too much fun to go run around in, but
Well, you can make a pull her out of it too.
nah. Yeah, no.
Yeah, got to change that tire before it'll move. Tire's flat, but she's running good.
Yes, Ben. When the electric cars get on fire, they go.
Yeah.
So,
Was that a 1.5 in there, Scott?
No, this is 2.0.
2.0. Okay.
yeah, it's a bottle of Coke. It's a 2-liter.
Basically. Hey, you know something? I'd be glad to see this car run. I think it's in pretty damn good shape for something that's 11 years old that's been sitting.
I was kind of scared of that Ford Explorer I was riding in the other night.
Scared of a Ford Explorer?
Yeah.
Why?
First of all, every time we'd hit a bump, it would bounce like a boat in rough water.
Dang.
And then it had 4 yellow lights on the dashboard. The check
There's the
engine
original
light,
hood.
low tire light, 2 other yellow lights. And I'm going, I hope we make it home. And I didn't say anything. I'm sure they know about all of that. But it ran perfect, though.
Well, I last week I had a guy, one of our guys, come to me complaining because he's had a yellow light on his dash on his van for like almost 3 weeks. You know, I was sick at work 2 weeks ago, and I was off work all last week. And he come up to me all hissy fitted and everything else. You know, you need to look at this thing. Blah blah blah. I just had a check engine light on. Blah blah blah. Went out. Yeah, it was the oil change light warning light.
Ah,
You know the little oil can with the little
yeah.
I said, oh, that's your oil change light. Well, then you need to get it in and get an oil change done on it. I said, give me a second. Went and got my paperwork because I got a list of all the vehicles and when the last oil change was done. It was done 2 months ago. You know,
He should have
he's like,
turned
well,
it in earlier, huh?
he's like, well, it needs done if the light's on. I'm like, no. I said, you get an oil change once a year because you only put about 2,000 miles on the thing, you know, if that. I said, I just forgot to reset your oil life meter last time I did an oil change on it. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go, Cajun. That sounds pretty damn good for an old car.
Yep, definitely,
Yes,
Tommy.
it is.
Definitely.
Tommy made a comment. If the chassis is good in the Suzuki, there's plenty of trouble-free miles on it ahead.
Well, it's got a
Yeah, there's no
boo-boo to
rust
it.
on it.
Oh no, it's fluid film.
So all right, y'all. It's been an hour. Been great hanging out with y'all. So we're gonna shut her down, and appreciate y'all hanging out with me and talking cars and talking this and that. And we will catch you all next week. So have a great week,
As
everybody.
always, love, peace, and crackling grease. Catch y'all later. A plus tard.